Good morning, beauties. How is everybody feeling today? How are you experiencing yourself today and experiencing the world, experiencing other people? And I'm feeling very happy to be experiencing this right here, right? Just the spontaneous expression that wants to come through and to share it with you. And today I am most interested in sharing about beauty. Okay, so beauty, right? That word, and I'm speaking in English, right? That word in English has a lot of resonance. It has a lot of even weight. It has a lot of ideas inside of it. And I'm speaking about reframing this concept of beauty. I'm curious about what your ideas and your feelings are when I say the word beauty, right? To meditate on beauty and to perhaps what I'd like to offer here today is to reframe this concept of beauty and start to speak about it and feel about it as being beauty. What is it to be beauty? Right? To walk as beauty, to speak beauty, to share beauty, to receive beauty, to dance beauty, to express beauty, to bake beauty, dance, right? As I said, dance, being beauty. Perhaps as a counterpoint to being beautiful. Now, being full of beauty, which beautiful for me speaks, is being full of beauty. What kinds of imprints have you received around beauty? What comes up when, as I said, when you hear the word beauty, right? For some of us, it might be something to do with a piece of art. It might have something to do with some music or what we discern as we look out the window, right? For some of us, it might be the imprint of what we are supposed to look like or the feelings we have when we look at another person, right? It might even have some weight and some pain inside of it. And what I've been working with for a really long time, it's even the title of a book that I've written, is Being Beauty. And what that means to peel away layers that have been offered to us from the outside in, right? Starting to examine lovingly those layers that tell us what it is to be beautiful. And to start to explore this idea of being full of beauty or simply being beauty, right? There's a prayer that I express often when I'm driving to my office or just driving. Driving seems to really compel me to speak out loud, right? Yeah, I'm that woman in the car who's just, having a serious, full-on conversation and expressing. So the movement, right, that vehicle moving, for me, movement is a powerful part of my being. So, as it is with all of us, yeah, but it has different expressions. So this prayer that came to me some time ago, and I find myself speaking it often, and I use different words, right, but we'll use beauty, okay? So it starts out like this: I am beauty. I speak beauty. I see beauty. I hear beauty. I walk beauty. I sing beauty. I share beauty. I receive beauty. I am beauty. Now you can put any word that you are working with inside of this, and of course it doesn't have to be in any particular order, but it's spoken from the first person. I am beauty. Now mind you, I didn't say I am beautiful. There's nothing wrong with saying I am beautiful, but I'm exploring here with you the concept of beauty and maybe some of the stuff that has been perhaps burdening you around the embodied version of beauty. And as we know, everything is vibration, right? Vibration, it's all a vibration, a vibratory field of sound, movement, and color and light, right? This isn't woo, and it's woo, and woo is not a word that I have any problem with, right? I've never had a problem with being woo, because that's been my entire life's experience, even before that word came to be. So yes, science, right? We're talking about what we know about life itself. Everything is vibration. So if you're vibrating being beauty, what would that mean to you? What would need to be released, surrendered, allowed to float away on the current, just floating it away, right? It doesn't have to be rejected or made evil or bad. Any of the overlays that you have maybe inside of your body about what it is to be beautiful and what you're supposed to do and how you're supposed to look to another or look in the mirror, right? And starting to reframe it with, what does it feel like when you say, I am beauty? I walk beauty, I live beauty, I speak beauty, I share beauty, I receive beauty, right? We never leave out the receiving part, right? That beautiful, beautiful figure eight that I've referred to and you know about, right? This eternity symbol. I give, I receive. I give beauty, I receive beauty. I give beauty, I receive beauty. I'm going to just invite you to perhaps take that on today, tonight, tomorrow, any time you want. And just, if you're free to and you feel like you want to explore that, and you're driving along, right, somewhere where you feel free to just speak loud and hear your body and feel your body, to just speak that simple phrase into the space and to feel into how it feels when you say, I am beauty. To breathe into that, I am beauty. I give beauty. I receive beauty. Take some time with that if you feel inspired to. Do it internally with your internal voice. See what comes up. Notice. Keep doing it. If you can, keep speaking it. The speaking and hearing your own word out loud is such beautiful medicine. Your voice, right? Your voice. So maybe experiment with that today if you feel inspired. And I'd love to hear about anything that came up for you when you started to allow yourself to speak I am beauty. Just start with that. You can add the other parts if you feel like it, right? I live beauty, I walk beauty, I share beauty, I receive beauty, especially that part. Remember to breathe, right? Land in your body. I love you. It's so good to see you and to be with you. And be with your beauty. See you soon.